everybody, good to be live again. So we're starting immediately in. Quick sound test. Beep beep. I think should be okay. Cool. Cool. If not, let me know in the chat if I should make it a little bit more louder or something else. With that, I would say let's start in. We're going to study a little bit and do some simplification of a couple Naruto scenes. I can quickly show you what I did a little bit as a practice at the weekend. So this little animation here. This little combo here. And I started with this one here. And I simplified, as you can see, super simple, these shapes from this animation here. And did a little study. And I feel like, right now studying all kind of different footage and see what we can learn from. And to simplify things gives you the opportunity to focus more on the action itself and have a clear focus. So right now it's simplifying things and see how the body's moving when fighting, and also looking how other animators are working on that. So here we have that animation. And of course, I took more the keyframes here and speed it a little bit up. But yeah, I would say it's a cool study. So I started first, for example, as you can see, to also take a little bit from that little down view or perspective we can see. And of course, it's also super fast scene, but yeah, super a lot to learn. So we're looking a little bit down here. And then, so this was the first version here. Super fun. Also to see how the body moves when the when multiple punches after one after the other the character is making. So not only one punch but more punches. And you can learn so much from it, like how the body is shifting from one side to the other fight, how the whole body and the legs are moving. For that, these studies are great. Of course, we can then go also later more in detail and study an animation like that. But yeah, and then I took it completely from the side. So I removed all the so for shortening, you can see here a little bit, and just translated a little bit more to this from the side view, and even simplified the character more. So that's what I've done here. And also animated on twos and then place a couple position or keyframes on ones and see what the result is. I think it's still a little bit too fast, but what's cool to see is so you don't even have, I feel like a lot depends, but I feel like a lot of animations also have a lot of smears in it. And this little scene here don't have so much smears in it. A little bit in the eyes. But yeah, you can do a super clean study from this animation, and even try not only do a study once, but maybe a study a couple of times. Maybe you do one today, another one from the same reference the next week, and see what little things do you observe, like how, example, you could make a study from a lot of different perspectives. How's the clothing moving? How are the hairs moving when they're animating? You could observe arcs. And for now, for me, the focus is more on like seeing punches and how the body is moving when they fight. So today we do this one here. So a quick study maybe of this little fighting scene here where they have. I feel like this can always help a lot to learn new movements and to study things. So let's start here. See where the scene started. A bit earlier, maybe here. Yeah, we're starting here. And with that, let's create a new animation here and have some fun. Of course, if you have any question, let me know in the chat. And we're going to see what we are learning today. Learning. Cool. So let's see. And of course, as I mentioned, we want to keep things super simple. So also keeping the figures here super simple. And only really observe the movement. Don't overcomplicate things. And let's see how it goes. Of course, we have to estimate here a little bit because we don't see the legs here in this frame. That's not a big problem. Doesn't have to be perfect as always. Okay, let's see. And also let's see. We could also, I'm just thinking if I'm opening like a proper animation canvas, but I think for now this one will work okay. Nah, 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 nah. And now focus on basic shapes here. Like that. A little bit too close, the character. So we have to reposition him a little bit. And I would also say, let me see if I have it here. Not sure. Okay, we're going to continue here. Maybe if I do a little break, I can search for what I was looking for. Quickly sketch things in here again. Probably his legs are somewhere here. Keep it rough for now. Go to the next frame. So now he's kicking here. And let's see also. So we're doing a quick rough version here. And then we check. We go even focus on one movement, for example, or only one punch. So, but let's see. For now, let's jump into the study here and see how it goes. And yeah, it's a long time that I have watched Naruto, but it was always super fun to watch. I think I watched it or saw it the first time I was super young. Maybe, I don't know, 7 years old? It's a long time ago. A long time. So here the hand moves here, like that. And let's see if we're going to animate everything here, like the whole sequence that is following, or if we're looking to search like different parts we want to look for. And we're keeping things super simple. It's also super cool to see that you don't have any in between between this frame and this frame. So you have that immediately kick here and that connection. Okay, so now with this frame here. Yeah, the proportions here a little bit off, but that's okay for now. And here he's blocking the punch. And what would be also then important, for example here, the distance to make it correct from this character in space through this. So this distance here is still a little bit too long, but that's okay for now. Cool. And also, of course, Naruto always had super cool music. Okay, cool. So super simple, super rough, the first one. But yeah, going through a couple of keyframes here, I would even say let's jump here, maybe this one, and see how these two punches here are animated. Maybe we can learn a lot from them. Okay, create a new animation row. And let's see. And of course here simplify characters. Maybe this arm here goes here. And this arm is here. Like that. Fixing things here. And try out different positions, like how could the arm be angled. And maybe also incorporating the smear here. This one has to go more, a little bit more in space. Maybe that's better. So maybe the legs here would be here somewhere. see. Maybe like that. Can keep it also for now like that. Trying a different method here also. Maybe we would sketch it more direct from the reference. Okay. We can do both just to explore that, but let's continue with this one. Then we feel the punch. And let's focus on one punch first. Just can also add a little bit more smear here. And have things more simplified here. Hey. Okay, let's do now the other character. So sketching Naruto. I could, of course, sketch both characters directly, but I'm focusing more of getting a better feeling of sketching characters fighting at this moment. And then, of course, also super important to study how animate things when they're clashing. So, yeah, pausing a little bit the time, was playing it then later with the timing. But for now, we're keeping it super loose, super, yeah, rough, and just having some fun in getting a couple of fight studies here. Hello, M is writing. Cool. Good to see you. Hello, MKM Web. Man, you rocks. Thank you so much. If you have any question, let me know. And with that, yeah. Now let's sketch here the other character. The character. And while sketching this here, honestly, I would just, yeah, put the pen away and just watching Naruto without actually doing anything. But let's have some animation fun here. And also reminding myself to simplify things even more. So we could also in a second really just sketching this basic figure that we know from the animator survival kit and force ourselves to stay super basic. I think that's always great practice. Sometimes we intend to, complicate things or just jumping right in with too much difficult shapes, but can help to simplify the things the most as you can. MKM, I wish that in around a year from today I will be able to say that I was here, love the energy gift to the art community, hope we all get better together. Super cool to hear. Thank you for that. That's super kind. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a good day. For me, it's already here 10 p.m. So the whole working day is already almost over. So just having some fun here sketching, animating before finishing the day. And then always, it's also maybe you know that if you work the whole day or did stuff, and then the last thing you do is animating, sometimes the windows of concentration are closing and you don't have so much energy left. But yeah, it depends. It's every day a little bit different. Sometimes there's more energy left, sometimes less. Okay, keeping things super simple. We could even keep them more simple. But let's leave it like that for now. And of course, then later we could also focus here on expression, stuff like that. But we will get there. And I love how things here are animated super fast. So this arm goes here, this arm would get back. Like that. Cool, cool, cool. And what we all, I have to see like what research like the animators from Naruto did to animate their fights. I would also be interested in that. But yeah, could also do that. I think like do some studies from some traditional martial arts would also be helpful. I'm capable writing. Never get up. I'm from Spain and I'm studying animations. Behind the emoji here, 2 years I think of university. People like you make me continue studying. That's super cool to hear. So yeah, animation can be super hard. I feel like it's fascinating to be like in a, like I studied communication design, so I'm working professionally as a designer doing more graphic design work, and animation is more like a thing next to my professional work just to have fun. Maybe I'm doing it professional someday, but I'm also doing motion design already professional. But yeah, things also then change if you're doing professional. They get a little bit more serious. So that's why I'm drawing right now, how I'm learning animation, do the 2D animation stuff, just enjoying it, just doing these things. I have fun with enough serious stuff at my work. But super cool that you're studying animation. Super, super cool. Must be fun. Also, and I can imagine super hard. I mean, it can be so time and yes, so much time you can spend animating. Okay. the next one. Like this one now. And I like the more you're studying fights or similar movement pattern, the more things repeat and get a little bit more easy. Also, that's a little bit like when we studied walk cycles. Then at some point you get the basic pattern, the basic movement, how the character is moving up and down, stuff like that. MKM is writing, it's so frustrating, but it's worth the time. Yeah. I think sometimes in life you just have to get through difficult stuff also. And then at some point it pays off later. But also, yeah, that's the thing I remember from my time in university. There were, yeah, a couple of times where I was thinking about if I really want to finish this or not. But in the end, I'm super glad I did. I just finished it. I think that's also can be a valuable lesson to just maybe, even if it's hard, just to finish things and do them properly to the end. Hello, Kyril Walker. Yo, what's up? You are an animator. Yeah, you could say so. Some people say that. Some people say that. Yeah. Okay, come on. That's super cool. So we keep things super basic here. And I feel like we already learned a little bit from this basic movement here. And of course we didn't all did that fancy stuff here, the hair movement, the clothing movement, but just focusing on one thing. I think that's always important when studying, like picking one goal of us for a study and then yeah, see and focusing and learning exactly from that goal and not studying everything at the same time. Okay, let's see if we have a couple of frames here that are valuable for us. Maybe this one also. And I feel like this feels already like a traditional fighting movement. Okay. Next one. Now again, a little bit more straight here. Of course, we could also then go back and forth here and check a little bit more how the head is going up and down, stuff like that. I will do it a little bit, but right now it's a little bit more the focus on the basic movement here and having a simple character. And also if you're not clear how something looks, for example here he's leaning back a little bit, so it looks a little bit difficult to execute here, but we try our best. Maybe his arm goes here. And of course we have some foreshortening here. Do it again. Not happy with it. Just in terms of logic rise, so we have the shoulder here, and he's moving his arm here and then to the front. Okay. So sometimes if you're not sure, just sketch in a rib cage. And that's always why anatomy study can help you. And now right near what he's doing, I think, is moving the arm back here. So we have the joint, shoulder joint here with the shoulder. And then he's moving his arm to the front. And here he has his fist here. So from this perspective, from the front, it looks a little bit weird. Hello, Ken's my art. I have a lot of books of animation movies. If you want them, I can give them to you in Drive. Super cool, yeah. If you want to share them, I think especially also here MKM Web. I think yeah, also have a lot of resources I collected and listed over time from animation. I was just thinking, yeah, to do a list also to share it online. So when needed, everyone who's interested in animation can check it or have access to it. I think also, like for example, adding things like After Effects or something like that could be also valuable. So yeah, okay, back to focus mode here. So this was just the explanation here, how the arm is actually looking here. And let's see where we left off. So like that, the hips, and this one, and now he's striking down here. Striking down. And also like to indicate a little bit when sketching the head, just this represents just, doesn't have to be perfect, where the eyes are, and this is the center line of the head, or from the side just a line, so you know just, yeah, how, where the face is looking actually. Ah, that's tricky. It's again you, but you change your name. Where do you want me to share the link? I'm not sure if it's like just normal, if you can, like if YouTube allows it to share the link here in the chat. Can try it if it's work. If not, a direct message on Instagram. Let me think about it. Maybe I find something. Okay. So let's do the next one here. Again. Focus here. This one will move down like that. And now this arm goes here. Striking down and just adding, because we're a little bit lazy right now. Here, little smear. Like that. And the hand goes here. Cool. Super cool. And the legs can stay less or more where they were before. And of course then what also would be important at some point to sketch also the others. So this a little bit more feels like yeah, like shadow boxing. But also fun. Okay. And now he's looking in that way. Like that. Okay, and the other hand comes here. Like that. Blocking the punch. And now going a little bit back here. Like that. Okay, fun scene. Can watch it again here. Okay, now we have here some advertising. Okay, cool. But yeah, basic movements here, but it's fun to see. And yeah, keeping things simple. Again, we have the animation. Boom, 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 boom. And of course, when looking at it, it's just super fast. Then another thing to study would be also here's the next one. See if we have a punch here we want to study. I know the soundtrack from the scene is also super cool. Here you have a lot of smears in it, for example, to the one before. So I feel like when the action gets super, super fast, you always have way more smears. And also more extreme smears. Yeah, here you have some nice, like, hand-to-hand combat fighting we could study. And maybe let's do that. Do a super simple scene here and also simplify it. Let's see. Okay. Do another attempt here. Looks also fun, this one. And now we want to get super simple. So, of course, we always want to make things look cool, but the goal now here is to have a super simple figure. And let's see. How much we can actually simplify it. Okay. So we can really focus only on the basic movement here. It's hard even sometimes to force yourself to stay so simple, but can be also like a very beneficial way of learning. I mean, look at I would say the Bible of 2D animation. So here also, and you can also then focus on things like this arm here is more in front. Now he's opening up his shoulder here. And now throwing a punch. And again force ourselves here to stay simple. Now he's dropping down his shoulder here. Sometimes I also like just to sketch in first the hand and then the rest a little bit can be a little bit more easy. And now we are sketching in the other arm. He's throwing now to the front. And I mean, it's, yeah, basic, super basic figures. So force ourselves here to have really this basic shapes here, like that and that ugly head. But these basic shapes can help a lot to focus and be super quick in analyzing the actual movement and what's happening here. Like that. And this head goes here. Like that. This goes here. And this hand here is a little smear and it's connected like that. And now here's the next one. It's moving more back. The other arm will be here. And let's not forget to keep things simple here. Our basic shape. Beep, 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 beep. Looks almost like a robot, huh? But when playing fast, even looking cool. Cool. And then opening up again here. A little bit up. Like that. Comes here. Here. Goes a little bit down. And just can go here. And this arm now moves here again. Cool. And now moving here. Again with our super beautiful simplified figure here. Almost like the traditional painters from the Renaissance. Do you say it like that in English? As we are famous for a beautiful character here. But I think the main movement comes across and is communicated, even with this super simplification. And then getting back here, super cool. Okay. Super fun. Super fun. And yeah, I would even say you can't do enough of these studies. So they're always super helpful to learn fighting animation and get a better feeling for them. Especially also from the side. I feel like these are great scenes to study. Before then having too much camera work and stuff like that. Really the simple stuff here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, a couple of different approaches how to study fight like that. So we have this one here, super simplified. I would even say the simple white one is if you're learning animation and didn't sketch so much fighting animation, the best one to start. Of course, yeah, you have to force a little bit yourself to keep things simplified, but it can be super beneficial to just focus on the basic movement. Then we have this one where we have a little bit more, a character a little bit more sketched out in terms of realistic proportions, but also valuable for learning. You could also try a more realistic one. Here we have just sketched a couple of keyframes. And then I have this one from yesterday. That's also super fun. And of course, like in the example here, it's super helpful to also study how it's super helpful to study how the legs are moving in and also the knees from like this rotation to this, and then what the arms are doing and how he's throwing them from this stage here now in an arc here to this position. And yeah, and then see if you want to add like in-betweens here or if you want to do it without in-betweens. but yeah, you can learn a lot. And also example for when is this leg here stretch and when is this bend here with a punch also. And then also, for example, studying traditional like kung fu movements or stuff like that can be also helpful to level up your fighting animation skills. To yeah, study like from animators you like, but also study from real footage and start from sight again. That's super helpful. And then later, when feeling comfortable in animating your movement from the side, then feel free to jump in perspective. And also this one here was also super helpful to study. And then you could also play with timing and stuff like that. And also then have two characters. Of course, then it gets a little bit more time intensive, but that's also great practice. And but yeah, I feel like I will do more, of course, characters that a little bit more sketch out properly in terms of volume also. So they look 3D and stuff like that. But I feel like to have this simplified characters at the beginning is so valuable when studying yeah, movements and fighting action. And then I feel also like the step from a character like that to perspective then also is not so not so intimidating. So you could easily sketch like a character like that here in perspective and animate it. It's way more easy. And then yeah, it's not such a big step here to do that. And then you have the character here, the hand here. A little bit more easy here to go in perspective. Could just translate it from your 2D drawing into 3D here. Just as an example quickly. Okay, cool. Fun stream today. Super cool everyone who joined. Harry Rocker, who asked if I'm an animator, or said I'm an animator. Cool that you were here and joined a little bit, just even for a second, joined the stream. And then also M who joined, MKM Web. I wish you all the best with your animation studies. Hope to see you all in one of the next streams where we're going to continue to explore fights and how to learn fight animation, different angles, different approaches. Super fun stream. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you have questions, of course, let me know later here in the comments, in the chat. Write me a direct message wherever you want. Happy to help, happy to answer them. And with that, see you in the next stream.